why don't we now focus on Kansas City's aspects in this game? So Kansas City, as I mentioned, represented in the AFC, obviously the most talked about team, even for non-football fans and Swifties. And somehow they got it. They got to this position even as the fourth seed in the playoffs. Well, here's what I think we could point out that Kansas City has. And feel free to argue me if you disagree. I think Kansas City has the better quarterback, obviously, the
Yep.
better coach. Even though Shanahan's always gets there, what he's been in 4 NFC championships and 1 Super Bowl since he took over for Harbaugh. But can't hasn't been able to win that big game. I think it's hard when it comes to the line. They haven't played better protecting Mahomes this year. And they played really and they really strived. They really they strided in the AFC Championship, but I could see if people feel that the 49ers offense line's better. And then the Chiefs have just been killing it on the road lately. They've won the 2 of their last 3 in all weather conditions. So the Chiefs has as much momentum for both football fans and non-football fans. But I think that is some of the edges they have over San Francisco. You guys agree or disagree?
I agree. I agree. Nothing you said there was wrong. Someone in our TikTok comments said I look like Creed Humphrey, so always got to show love to that
he's
Chiefs
been
O line.
he's been a key help. He's been a key help for that offensive line for Kansas City. He's been a huge difference maker.
Well,
Yeah, and a
Matt
really
can
cool
tell
name.
you from our group chat that I'm a huge Creed Humphrey fan. Have been since the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that Super Bowl loss to Tampa, where they lost because of their offensive line, and they went out and fixed it. I mean, obviously, like everyone says, they don't have the playmakers that they used to, but with the offensive line he has and the defensive line he has, it's going to be hard to beat Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't think anything there you said was wrong. Like again, you guys are just knowing ball, but I just again those playmakers, dude, they matter in the Super Bowl. You know, like how many
Mm-hmm.
like when you think about the Super Bowl, you think about like the big plays that like obviously receivers made. You look at like Edelman or Jermaine Curse when he caught it over the dude, and then they threw the pick at
Oh
the
yeah.
goal line. Like
The
you think about those big plays that playmakers make. You don't really think about like, oh, this quarterback like doing whatever, you know, because it's more about those playmakers. I feel like in those games, the
the
big
David
plays give you
Tyree helmet
momentum.
catch.
Exactly. The momentum you get from a play like that is so much huger than like someone throwing slants down the field. And I know Tom Brady obviously had the success from that, but I think like throwing a slant to Debo and him breaking it for 80. Ayuk obviously has the hands to make a big play. Um, I'm just gonna keep on spitting about these dudes because they're so good. Like they're so good. It's like ridiculous. Though I could go out there and be the quarterback instead of Brock Purdy, and I think we'd still be in the Super Bowl.
You're not wrong.
And I mean, you look at the Chiefs, and like you said, I mean, obviously, they're not where they are because now you have to rely on Mecole Hardman as your number 4 guy.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Justin Watson and
Valdez
players like
Scantling.
that who are almost complete
Richie
unknowns.
James.
Who now Richie James, Kadarius Toney, who probably won't even play, to be honest. Those guys are not going to be out there when you need. You look at MVS too. A couple dropped passes on dimes from Mahomes this year to win games that he dropped.
Yeah.
So I 100% see what you're saying because a dropped pass can lose or win you a game. So I get what you're saying with the playmakers there, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and also, just on a personnel level, the Kansas City Chiefs, you have Andy Reid, who's now become as iconic as he can, and this Super Bowl will make him immortal. When you think of the Mount
Oh yeah.
Rushmore of NFL coaches, Andy Reid, if not there already, third Super Bowl win clearly seals that deal.